Keep that camera right here, because match 3, Danhausen, you're being put to sleep.
Danhausen!
Serious contender here.
Spike Eskin!
Wow. Danhausen, Barry. Oh! Another Larry.
Plants it with the Mecha Locomotive. 2. Gets out of the way.
There's that German.
German plants Johnston. Television title division. Bryan Johnson, the overhead Northern Lights. Hurricane Rana plants Johnson. Looking for Goodnight Hausen. This could end it. Oh, no. Goodnight Hausen connects on Johnson.
That's it. That would be it.
Hooks the leg. 2, 3, 4,
my goodness.
5.
Oh my
6.
goodness.
Come
Come
on,
on,
St. Clair. Standing switch for Danhausen. Now into the. Oh, no!
Ever the opportunist, and he's gonna capitalize on this. You can guarantee it. That's gonna do it.
Trust the process. The process
That's
plants Danhausen.
That's it.
That's
1,
it. Yep.
2,
Yep.
3.
Wow.
Eli Isom! LSG!
Just like you.
And picking up a pin on Bandito. Up and over he goes. Popping out. 2 World Television title contenders here. It's Eli Isom. Popped up.
Nice.
Eli! In the words of Laura Nairo, Eli's coming. Off the ropes. Swinging neck breaker. Ripcord. Eli. Wow. Whoa. And he's, Irish whip reversed. Reversed by LSG, but the knee to the face of LSG. Eli sends LSG off the ropes.
Nice.
Eli Isom, inside out, springboard moonsault.
Nice.
Uh-oh, rocket by, baby.
That could do it, Riccaboni.
Could be. Ultimate into position, springboard connects on Isom.
Got to make a cover.
Oh, he's not done
He's
though,
trying to
Freeze.
put him away.
Oh, looking for Saints Explosion. Saints Explosion connects. Hooks the leg. 2. Just a 2 count. And we have lift up. High cross body.
Wait
Isom.
a second.
Isom powering out.
It's a deadlift.
Powering up. Isom. Fireman's carry. Wow. Spin through the ropes. Looking for the star, Jeremy.
If he hits this, it's over.
Pin Bandito with this.
He blocked it.
Eli with a counter. Eli has him up. The promise.
That's it, Riccaboni. I promise you that.
Eli Isom with the huge victory on Ring of Honor television.
The winner of this match, Eli Isom!
I'm Quinn McKay, backstage at Ring. What? Okay, yeah, you're right. Sorry. Hang on. No, you can keep rolling. I'll be right back. Come on, you come with me, Ponytail. Let's go. This is my job now. No. No, I don't want a cute open. I'm pissed off. I'm Quinn McKay, and as you just saw, that was Angelina Love locking me in a dressing room before the matches on the latest episode of ROH television took place. Because of those childish and unprofessional games, I wasn't able to host the backstage interviews after the most recent TV matches. However, Miss Angel thought it would be super cute to take over my duties for the day, so the backstage post-match interviews you'll be seeing today are hosted by Angel, as I like to call her, as she's anything but. And even though I'd prefer not show them, because it's an insult to both my career and my character, I'm told we have to. Anyway, today we have a massive episode. Not only will I update you on everything going on in Ring of Honor, but we'll close with a big rematch. It's Sledge versus O'Shea Edwards 2 right here on Week by Week. When these two men made their ROH debut, they battled to a 10-minute time limit draw. This match will have a 15-minute time limit, and each man is looking to settle the score and carve out their spot in Ring of Honor. On the latest episode of ROH TV, we saw the rubber match to end all rubber matches. That's right, Danhausen versus Mecca 3. Although Bryan was victorious, let's just all pretend that Danhausen swept Mecca in all 3 bouts. Life's just sweeter that way. Here are post-match comments and such.
Okay, how's this bow tie? This is so stupid. Why did she wear this thing? Did you get the lighting right? Because, this is not a hard job. Okay. Hey, Bryan Johnson, good match out there tonight. But I do want to let you know, first and foremost, I truly love and appreciate how much you just bury Quinn McKay on Twitter. It just makes my day.
Let me make this very clear. This interview has absolutely nothing to do with Quinn McKay. Because if it was, it'd be a hell of a lot stupider and uglier. But we got prestige. We got one of the most beautiful people on the planet in Angelina Love, and you got the hottest commodity in professional wrestling, the Mecca, Bryan Johnson.
Hey, did you notice backstage? I locked her in the locker room because she thinks she can be a wrestler, and this job is so hard. So I'm like, you know what? I'm a vet. She said, teach her a lesson.
Teach a lesson. Well, that's exactly what I just did to that bozo Danhausen as I showed him private detention with the Mecca. The lessons I taught him were you can't blow the wheels off this wagon because the Mecca locomotive is shooting to the top of the Ring of Honor roster. Hey, you can even ask this vet. Chits dig scars, but the boys hate the Mecca. Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to find out why it's Mecca versus everybody.
Interesting and insightful. Danhausen, that's his name? Danhausen? It's house, okay? Canadians say it properly. Thank you. Danhausen? I mean, okay. Is he coming or are we just...
Yes. Hello, Quinn. How do you do? You have new glasses.
Oh, excuse me. No. Hi, I'm not Quinn. I'm Angelina Love. I'm not a nerd.
Well, Quinn, your new glasses look wonderful. I see you have a new bow tie as well. Yes. It's a menace. What are we doing here? What is this interview for?
You look a little hurt. You just wrestled Bryan Johnson. Care to chat about the match?
John Stone. It is John Stone, and yes, well, Danhausen had Bryan John Stone beat fair and square this time. He hit him with the go to sleep housing. He had him on a 10 count, and then Todd fell asleep, which was quite the opposite effect that Danhausen thought he should have. And then John Stone hit Danhausen in the groin with his leg. And then he hit him with a neck breaker of some sort, and now Danhausen is aching in agony. So Danhausen is not having a good time.
So you're not happy about the finish of the match, or you don't know?
Would you be happy if you got hit in the groin and then pinned and lost all that money?
I don't think it'd really have the same effect, but...
Well, it's just quite the travesty, and now Danhausen has to make somebody rue the day. So Danhausen is going to go do evil things, whatever they may be. And yes, anyways, love that Danhausen. This interview is over.
Evil things? This is stupid.
An insult to both my career and my character. Also on the latest episode of ROH TV, we saw a fantastic main event as Infinite Eli Isom and the Ace of Space LSG squared off. The match showed that the future is bright indeed, and both men can carry a main event. Eli was victorious in the end after hitting the Promise. Let's hear from Eli after the bout.
These bow ties are the worst. Did you get the lighting right this time? I know it's hard. I know it's difficult.
Hey, just backstage interview area.
Yep.
Well, I didn't see Quinn, so I didn't.
Okay, well, let's make this professional. So congratulations on your win in this Ring of Honor television title tournament. And second of all, who are you?
Oh, you're pretty funny. Never got a chance to talk to you, but yeah, that's a good one. Sorry. Honestly, I just got done with probably the fight of my life with LSG. He said somebody had to go through him if they wanted to earn their spot. LSG mentioned that the road to Ring of Honor goes through him. Well, I think I just proved to you, LSG, that I'm more than capable of going against you and anybody on this roster. So I don't care who's next. I don't care who's after that or who's after that. I am one match away each time from coming after that TV title. And just like Ray Horace, just like LSG, you will know that that's a promise.
Cool, are we done? Okay.
I am not always the best judge of this, but I don't think that BOD member Maria Kanellis-Bennett likes Angelina Love very much. Also, there was no TV title tournament. That match was for the rankings. There are more ways to advance in this company than by winning tournaments, Angelina. Do you know anything about the company that you work for? Jesus Christ! She's literally just making this stuff up. Back to Eli Isom, though. Eli is the latest guest on the ROH Strong podcast hosted by Kevin Eck and talks about getting COVID-19 and then testing positive for it again, his first ROH match in more than a year against Ray Horace, bonding with his mother over pro wrestling, and then her death in a car accident right before he began pro wrestling training, the story behind his win over Christopher Daniels less than a year into his career, his time in the Shinobi Shadow Squad, and much, much more. Check that out now at ROHWrestling.com. And speaking of new content, on the upcoming episode of ROH TV, our main event will be a remarkable tag team showdown. The Foundation's Jay Lethal and Jonathan Gresham will face Mexa Squad's Bandito and Flamita. Since the 19th anniversary, we've seen Mexa Squad at odds, mainly Bandito and Flamita. Ray Horace is currently nursing an injury and cannot compete, but we've gotten word that Horace has gotten Flamita and Bandito back on the same page, and this will be a main event you do not want to miss. Also in the next episode of ROH TV, we see a rivalry revisited from over a decade ago. Azucar Rocky Romero goes one-on-one with the insane savant Delirious in a Pure Rules match. At the 19th anniversary, we saw Delirious come out and say something to Rocky that Rocky interpreted as like a challenge. And whether he challenged Rocky or not, we're getting the match this weekend, so let's take a closer look.
Se päätää laittaa sille viimein vesektai. Tämä se vivo. Eikä päätä. Sulla kyllä on niin käytävä. Tämä se myös myös on baati ja kyllä se tish. Parece Rocky Romero. Ana granati la sille saa. Dog Pedro se va schneider. Pobre sa che non ci. Tu hai saputo? Che sei? Era buena. Tole vesi con la foglia. A tu dai. Hey, nene, no la dai come cabrón, so like. Cosa me dai che la usi? Tit. Pa. Solo que come per come sai. E la cosa che na to sa pantai ba asuvela to swa. Ora va. And take away Sarah. Top Eliza. Torresega. So, te dramatically, se lo usa, shish. Whatever that, there was a thing I know again. But I say, what was I? Swaki Romero, like a thing. So, whatever else. Could you ever say, the phone and I've been so satisfied. But I'm not saying that I know why. I want to like stick to somebody. Yeah, take it. Come sei, Rocky Romero? Tiene la bagage, but saca la bagage, mamma say. Darling, I say. Forever.
last time I was in Ring of Honor, I was in the Pure Tournament, and things didn't really go my way. But here I am. I find myself back in ROH after some time to kind of reflect, and somebody from my past has entered the picture. Delirious. Me and Delirious, we go back so many years. I mean, it's funny that we actually both debuted on the same day in ROH. It's been over 10 years since Delirious and I have met in the ring, and I'd say we have some unfinished business. I mean, we traded wins and losses, you know, back in the day. The battles between Delirious and I have never been easy. They've been pretty rough, and as much as I can remember the old school ROH days, I was kind of an so maybe I need to tap into that, and maybe it's time to bring back that buzz socket, maybe? Definitely one advantage I have over Delirious is, while Delirious has been hanging out in the basement and he wrestles, you know, once every couple months, I've been progressing on New Japan Strong every Friday night. So I think that's definitely gonna be an edge against Delirious. It's kind of crazy just how the world has changed so much and the landscape of professional wrestling has changed so much in the last year or so. Obviously having, you know, Ring of Honor talent be a part of New Japan Strong, and, you know, has been amazing. Strong has been pretty awesome because we've had ROH talent, AEW talent, Impact talent kind of all be a part of this world. It's important for me to come to Ring of Honor because maybe that'll open up another door, especially if I can become Pure Champion. Like, what if Rocky Romero is the guy who takes the Pure Championship and, you know, defends it somewhere else? Anything is possible in 2021. I would love to be that guy, to bust open doors. I don't know exactly what Delirious said to me at the anniversary pay-per-view, but I'm sure that it had meaning. And if Delirious is right here in front of me right now, I'd say this to you, Delirious. See you soon.
This next episode of TV is episode 499. So what does that mean? It means that 500 is right around the corner. Episode 500 will be huge, and with the help from you, the fan, through the ROH experience on our Facebook group and hashtag #ChooseYourHonor, we have chosen 2 matches that thoroughly embody what ROH is all about. Mark and Jay Briscoe do battle 1-on-1, and we will see the Pure Championship on the line as the Octopus, Jonathan Gresham, faces fellow Foundation member, the franchise, Jay Lethal. There will be a 2-hour 500 special airing on Best on the Planet, where we'll revisit some of the best matches on TV over the last decade on Thursday, April 15th at 6 p.m. Eastern. If you haven't heard, Best on the Planet is our 24/7 streaming channel. You can find Best on the Planet in the live TV section of the Stir or Plex apps, which are available in all major app stores. And that's not all. Right after the 2-hour special, we're going to premiere the 500th episode early. That's right, at 8 p.m. Eastern on April 15th, you'll get to see the 500th episode before it airs on our syndicated television stations over the weekend. Download the Stir or Plex apps now and don't miss our 500th special, followed by the 500th episode. As you know, Brody King returned to ROH at the 19th anniversary with a group of individuals to combat La Facción Ingobernable. Brody calls his group VLNCE UNLTD, and it contains himself, Tony Deppen, Chris Dickinson, and ROH legend Homicide. The group claims that there's honor in violence, but no honor in the way LFI do things. Brody's formed this group of ROH's past, present, and future to take out LFI, and have made it no secret that the Foundation will get hurt if they stand in the way. Let's hear now from VLNCE UNLTD for the very first time.
Oh, who is back in this mother? Yeah! Brah! We got the 4 deadliest combinations here, the 4 deadly venoms. LFI, get that stew. Tranquilo? Hell no. I got you right here, Holmes. And you, Foundation, I'm a ghost, but I'm back, bro. The Foundation, you made me sick right now. We don't like each other, but we love to fight, we love to win, and we love violence. For Foundation, if I was you, better beware. Because these guys and myself is gonna come to Ring of Honor to hurt somebody.
Surprise, surprise! Do you even understand what this means to me right now? And take a look around me. Look at who I got as backup. You got the past, the present, and the future of Ring of Honor. LFI, the foundation. What do you think you got on us? You got nothing. Tell him, Tony.
Like Chris said, this is the future of Ring of Honor. And LFI, I'll be damned if you ever do what you did to me when I beat Kenny. And that is why I decided to align myself with the baddest people in Ring of Honor.
Roosh! Since you came back, LFI has had the numbers against me. But look at me now. The underrated, the unappreciated, and the undervalued. We are here to establish dominance. This is VLNCE UNLTD. And we're not coming for the crown.
Tell him, big man.
We're coming for your head.
Tell him.
VLNCE UNLTD is seeking revenge on LFI and total domination of ROH, and the key to attaining that is the Ring of Honor Championships. We can expect to see VLNCE UNLTD in action on Ring of Honor television very soon. There were a bunch of wrestlers jelly that they didn't appear last week on the Return of Physique of the Week segment, so let's do it again.
It's the ROH week by week physique.
Last week, the Question of the Week segment was hijacked by Danhausen. Normally, I would be super upset about that, but we got to see the beautiful faces of all of my friends on the behind-the-scenes team, so it worked out great. Thanks, Danhausen. Anyway, this week's Question of the Week that was originally scheduled to air last week: who's your favorite current ROH wrestler?
You know what? Let me think about it. There's Matt Taven, Jay Briscoe, Mark Briscoe, the Foundation, especially Jay Lethal, Brody King, Dalton Castle, Josh Woods, Silas Young, the Bouncers, Dak Draper, oh, and how could I forget Danhausen? All of those bozos I just named, they will never be the Mecca's favorite wrestler. In fact, they're some of my least favorite wrestlers of all freaking time. Then I guess maybe people would think I would pick Roosh. The bull! Not when you're related to a bozo dragon, so you and all of LFI, nah, not my favorite. Then there was this one time I went overseas. I was sick to my stomach with horrible gas for weeks. Made me think of every time I watch Haskins, Henry, Slets, or Brooks. So, all those bozos overseas, bye-bye, not my favorite. And what about Vincent? You know, he stabbed Matt Taven in the head with an axe. One of my favorite moments of all time. But beating a Colt, that's freaking weird. You, your two bozos, see ya, not my favorite. So come to think of it, who is the Mecca's current favorite Ring of Honor superstar? Well, actually, I hate all of you equally, so my answer is nobody, and I'll always stay nobody, cause it's Mecca versus everybody.
I would have to say Jonathan Gresham. Jonathan Gresham has taken the pure division and did what he said he was going to do. He made a proclamation, he walked through the proclamation, and continues to do it over and over again.
Who is my favorite Ring of Honor wrestler? The answer is simple and it's obvious. It's the franchise, Jay Lethal. He grew up right down the road from me, and anyone that's come out of Jersey looks up to this guy right here. He is the franchise, he is the standard, and there's no one like him in the ring, and I hope to wrestle him again very, very soon.
I mean, I think my pick should be fairly obvious, and at risk of upsetting my best friend and tag team partner, the Beer City Bruiser, my favorite Ring of Honor wrestler is a guy who I think is criminally underrated, the former world champion, Matt Taven.
Who is your favorite current ROH wrestler? Well, I'm sure everyone's going to say Jonathan Gresham or Jay Lethal. I bet even Malona says his friend, Matt Taven. Then, of course, there's Mecca, who's going to say Mecca's his favorite because it's Mecca versus everybody. When really, Mecca, you're just dumb. No, what everyone should be saying is their favorite wrestler is my personal favorite wrestler. And that's me, the Beer City Bruiser.
My favorite Ring of Honor wrestler is Brian Malone. No, Beer City Bruiser. Beer City Bruiser. Always Bruiser. Forever and ever Bruiser. Freudian slip, I'm sorry.
In my opinion, it's too hard to name just one wrestler. I think everyone has been absolutely killing it since the pandemic to make ROH what it is. You know, LFI, the Foundation, Shane Taylor Promotions, Caprice and Ian, like everyone has been killing it. The show's been sick, and I cannot wait to be a part of it.
So my favorite current Ring of Honor wrestler is the Octopus, Jonathan Gresham.
My favorite current ROH wrestler is the ROH Pure Wrestling Champion, my fellow dojo coach, John Gresham.
My favorite current Ring of Honor wrestler on the roster today is my great friend, as if there was ever a doubt, Jonathan Gresham, who is just operating on a whole nother level right now.
Who is my current favorite Ring of Honor wrestler? If he lost the attitude and the crazy, I think he would be a tremendous pure professional wrestler. Bryan Johnson is my favorite Ring of Honor wrestler.
Joe Hendry. Duh.
The answer is, of course, my tag team partner Dalton Castle, because he's found that fire, that passion, that desire to get to the top once again.
Who's my favorite wrestler in Ring of Honor? Obviously, it's the badass, the most beautiful Angelina Love of the Allure, the most dominating faction to ever step foot in Ring of Honor. Duh.
So who is my favorite Ring of Honor wrestler? Well, I'd have to say Mandy Leon. Obviously, it's Mandy Leon. I mean, she is the other half of the Allure, who dominates the Ring of Honor women's division. She's beautiful, she's smart, she kicks ass, so she is definitely my favorite Ring of Honor wrestler.
Alright, I gotta go with a guy that, well, it's not just because he gave me his last protein bar. It's the fact that he's got a lot of upside, he's extremely talented. I gotta go with Josh Woods.
Hey Kelly, so who's your favorite Ring of Honor wrestler?
My favorite wrestler Ring of Honor? Shane Taylor.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate from contention of my current favorite wrestler anyone I've known for quite a while, like the Briscoes, Lethal, Taven, Bennett, a large crew. And I'm going to go with Bandito.
The Briscoes.
So the question is, who is your favorite current ROH wrestler? And that's a tough one. We got a lot of bad boys. Got a lot of bad boys. But if I had to pick, if I had to choose one, I would probably have to say, probably Hot Sauce.
I know who my favorite wrestler is on the Ring of Honor roster.
Who's that?
It's you.
Well, hold on. I think I might want to change my pick.
Yeah?
I don't, well, I mean, Hot Sauce, he's nice, but I think I want to change my pick to you.
Yeah. Well, ain't that nice?
I think that's what I want to do.
Oh, that's what you think? Well, I know what my pick is. It's you.
Well, I know mine's you.
Real good.
Good. That's good.
Grand.
That's good. That's wonderful.
Fantastic.
All
Cause mine is definitely you. Cause I know who mine is.
The Mile High Magnum's favorite ROH wrestler? Easy. Angelina Love. Duh.
Did he really just say Angelina Love? Remember, you can share your thoughts and opinions about all things ROH in our Facebook group and hashtag #ChooseYourHonor. The fans of the ROH Experience Facebook group recently voted on their favorite matches from the 19th anniversary, and the top 4 matches chosen by the fans were EC3 versus Jay Briscoe, Jonathan Gresham versus Dak Draper, Bandito versus Flamita versus Ray Orris, and Matt Taven versus Vincent. Be sure to catch the replay of the 19th anniversary available now on Honor Club, and check out the highlights available on the Ring of Honor YouTube channel. It's the best pay-per-view of the year so far from any company. Fight me about it. Also on our YouTube channel, you can see the 19th anniversary post-show recap with Ian Riccaboni and Kevin Eck. Plus, be sure to check out Technique Tuesdays with Joe Hendry, Throwback Thursday, the Honor List, and so much more. But we've also got merch, including this lovely bow tie mug that you can purchase for your very own. Head on over to shophonor.com. That's the spot to pick up all your ROH swag. The mobile-friendly ROH store is turning ordinary online shopping into an immersive experience. Shirts, collectibles, micro-brawlers, this here mug, and more. So check it out. Remember, this weekend on TV, it's Delirious versus Rocky Romero, Pure Rules, and Gresham and Lethal versus Bandito and Flamita. Join us for our hashtag WatchROH watch party this Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern on Twitter, 6 p.m. Central, 12 a.m. UK time, and 8 a.m. Japan time. Now, let's go to the exclusive match, the rematch. Let's do this. I'm Quinn McKay, and I'll see you next week on Week by Week.
Welcome everyone to this ROH exclusive match here in Baltimore, Maryland. Riccaboni Coleman on the call. And this is a rematch, Caprice, a huge rematch between two big brutes looking to cut their teeth here in Ring of Honor.
This match is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, wrestling out of York, Pennsylvania, weighing 261 pounds, O'Shea Edwards.
And as we get to know a little bit more about these gentlemen, Caprice, this man fears nothing. Not afraid to confront danger head on.
Absolutely. There's some people that fight their demons their whole life, and they want to stop this. It's just almost like Sledge, but this guy's like, you know what? I'm going to embrace these demons, and I'm going to use them against you. That's kind of scary. Let's see what happens with it. They gave these guys 10 minutes the last time, and it wasn't enough. So they said, let's add 5 minutes to it and see what you could do.
O'Shea Edwards, Sledge, huge rematch here. Last time it went to a 10-minute draw, but these two big bad dudes ready to get it on again in Baltimore. O'Shea Edwards, 15 years a firefighter and trained by Robert Gibson. So this is a big, dangerous man with a Hall of Fame pedigree. And this man is a fighter, and we saw that last time when he took on this man.
His opponent, wrestling out of St. Louis Obispo, California, weighing 259 pounds, Sledge!
A definite contrast in style and story, with Sledge being someone that was overcame by addiction. He fought these things, and drugs overtook his life, but he fought back and he took his life back, and this is the man that we have because of that.
A man who's powered by his desire to reach the very top of Ring of Honor. You know, we all have people in our lives that struggle with things from day to day. I'm always so proud when folks can overcome that.
Yeah.
Sledge is somebody that we're proud of. I'm proud of O'Shea Edwards for not giving up his fight on the independent scene to make it here. So it may sound like we're in the tank, we're in the can for both of these men, but 10 minutes wasn't enough last time. And by fan demand and by popular demand, we're seeing these two go at it one more time, extending the time limit to 15 here in Baltimore. And it should be one heck of a confrontation. Like you said, one man trying to fight himself, fight his own thoughts. Another man who welcomes those extra voices into his mind, and O'Shea Edwards. Yeah. Head to head here. Todd Sinclair calling and gets the code of honor.
That's a real handshake.
Yep, a lot of respect there, not letting go. Both of these men with a lot to prove here in Ring of Honor. I don't think it's lost on them. That fact.
Man, the handshake shows me that a lot of the proving that they have to do is against each other. Because nobody wants like, nah, I could beat this guy. Both of them feel that way.
Big forearm connects on Sledge. Comes back with one of his own. And O'Shea. And going right at it in the early stages of this match here.
It's very dangerous to be playing with the jawline this early in the match.
Oh! Wow! Oh!
This is the type of things that ends match quickly.
And let's go behind there. Standing switch, Sledge, waist lock. O'Connor all blocked by O'Shea, and it's Edwards who catches Sledge. Big time slam.
Wow, Sledge is a big dude. Wow, he's back up to his feet.
And look at that, one for Sledge. O'Shea slamming down Sledge. You see, not as fast that time, Caprice, to get back to his feet.
Well, it's going to put some wear and tear in, but I promise you, there are not many matches these guys get into where someone's going to pick them up and slam them, except for matches against each other.
And O'Shea Edwards, former collegiate offensive and defensive lineman. You see those traps, you see the shoulders, just a well put together individual. O'Shea collapsing Sledge into the corner, but Sledge following him right in. Fearless. Oh, back elbow catches O'Shea. I think the only man Sledge has to fear is himself at this point. Oh! Catching O'Shea. Todd Sinclair almost caught in the crossfire there.
Yeah, he was able to watch out for Sinclair, but Sledge has O'Shea in position to where Sledge is able to get his bearings going.
Grabbing the wrist, he wants to keep O'Shea down. You see the heel of that boot into the jaw lines. And we know how impressive both of these individuals were. We know that Shane Taylor Promotions has been courting O'Shea Edwards because of that match. We know that Sledge has got a lot of fans in the locker room.
Well, his story would draw anybody, man. Somebody that's had problems with addictions in the past and fought the addictions and won and became a better person. Who would not like that story?
Now into the ring, it's a forearm connecting on O'Shea. Nice open hand here. Both these men have a lot of gas, Caprice. Yeah. We saw 10 minutes fly by last time. And as we saw both men engage in sort of the rapid fire, I think they're both, it's gut check time, trying to figure out just how much they have left and when to put the foot on the gas.
Anytime when you're going into a match, you hear the time limit. And you ask yourself, is this a match to where if it went the time limit, I would still have the same conditioning, the same gas, the same windpipe, or is this a match that I'm going against somebody that I need to end it fast? And that's what I'm trying to figure out, whose mindset going in was wanting to end it fast and who's wanting to go the distance.
And we know O'Shea is a bit of an endurance athlete because of his football background, because of that firefighting history. Yeah. He's a guy that has had a history of rope-a-dopes. He will try and lure you in. And there you see it.
It's called.
Catching Sledge. Belly to belly, up and over. And was he playing possum right there, or was he just making Sledge exert energy?
I don't know enough about him to figure it out. I do know this guy will put himself in dangerous situations.
Oh! Catches Sledge there. Snap suplex up and over, and he's tossing around a near 250-pound man, Caprice.
And that's what I was talking about. The things that they're doing to each other, they're not going to wrestle many people that are able to do these things to them.
And I like this strategy here, going to the obliques. A lot of those power moves, you gotta have your abs, you gotta have your obliques to execute. And if you take away the core, you're gonna take away a lot of Sledge's arsenal.
Now, and then when you take them away, you make them think twice about doing these moves with the rib cage and with the core involved. And everything you do have these moves involved in.
And look at this stretch, the knee on the hip. That point of the knee on the point of the hip, and just moving Sledge's leg not only back but laterally.
It's pressure on so many things here. Pressure on the joints, pressure on the hips.
Trying trying to break out of it, trying to kick out of it. And he does. It's O'Shea charging in, up and over. Sledge dumps O'Shea to the outside. 20 count on the outside for all Ring of Honor matches. And Sledge on the apron.
What does he have in mind?
Something's going through
this
his head
guy's
right
250 pounds.
Oh, catches O'Shea. Connects right on O'Shea's head.
Standing moonsault off the apron.
Amazing. But that back, and I think he might have been able to get a little bit more hadn't O'Shea been working on that core. And maybe the damage is done to Sledge at this point.
Well, that's the definition of these high-risk moves. Oh! In the pain that you've already taken, the move pays off, but it also infects you as well.
Whoa! Oh, God!
You don't even have to explain that, Rick, by his face expression and reaction alone tells the whole story. Now he's putting his fingers in between the joist of.
I've never seen that before.
There's a hole where both screws goes in. He's forced it between those two holes and pulled on it.
Oh my God! And Sledge, who we've admired for his overcoming his struggles, just going to a dark place with that kind of action.
But he's still overcoming the struggle in front of him.
Right. And Sledge knowing enough to break the count before, and now he wants the 20 count administered.
So it shows that he'll take a count out.
And I'll tell you what, when you're trying to make a name for yourself, when you're trying to break in, a win is a win is a win.
You look at O'Shea, his arm, his hand, his shoulder. Both of those things are in a great deal of trouble, but he's still trying to fight his way back in. That 14 count, they get to a 20 count.
We are up to 15, and he is running out of numerical real estate.
17.
And now up to the apron. That breaks the count for Todd Sinclair.
That restarts it.
Sledge trying to confront him on the way in. It's O'Shea getting the upper hand there. Brings Sledge to the outside. It is Sledge sending O'Shea sending Sledge into the post.
It's almost like turnabout is fair play here.
I think you noticed this because I certainly did. That left arm still hanging on by a thread. Had to use just all the right arm on that.
It's almost like he spoke to his arm just now. He's like, come on.
Well, you've been in the ring against champions. You've had championship bouts. Champion in Qatar. I've been an athlete, maybe just at the collegiate level, but you know there's things that you do, your body, where you got to convince yourself before you can do something.
Absolutely. Like, come on, leg. Come on, me. Don't do this to me now.
Right. And O'Shea coming back into the ring here, nursing that left arm. Oh, wow. Sledge headed up for a Blue Thunder Bomb, too. Good instincts to use the momentum of O'Shea Edwards to drive him down into the mat there. And this is a mistake here. This might be something because Sledge maybe doesn't have the experience. I wouldn't be arguing with the referee here. There's a target right now on O'Shea Edwards' left arm, Caprice.
Yeah.
I would have taken those extra couple of seconds. Wrestling can be a game of seconds and just focused on O'Shea.
Yeah, but also you can have somebody in this trouble, and like you spoke of earlier, you don't know if this guy's playing possum or not. And and you can run into him fast and get caught just like that.
Just a 2 count there.
The most dangerous parts of the match is when somebody's trying to put you away because you're almost in position to be put away, but you're also leaving yourself open by doing these big moves.
And O'Shea has Sledge up. Looking for the Baltimore Stampede. No. Into the corner. Big boot. Sledge staggers O'Shea. Into the corner. Caught. Oh! Forearm to the back, and a Sledge.
Wow.
Delivers. And we are 10 minutes into this bout, Caprice. We were already past the point where they wrestled all the way to the last time to the time limit draw. And at this point, both men still with plenty left in the tank. Although Sledge with the upper hand here.
Under the ropes, legs under the ropes.
Two. And again, this match, the board of directors adding 5 more minutes to the time limit. We're over 10 in.
Yeah, and I spoke about before trying to figure out each man's game plan. Are they trying to end the match quickly or go the time limit? But I think these guys are basically facing somebody that is equal their strength, equal their size, and they're both just trying to win, and they can't put the other away.
And these two men have been equals. It has been whatever you can do, I can do better almost in these bouts. A waist lock sends Sledge up and over. And O'Shea back to his feet first now. Leading Sledge back up, has him in a, he keeps going for that running power slam. That Stampede-type power slam.
Well, he has him in the middle of the ring now.
Yeah. Oh, this could be it.
Yeah, when he was close to the ropes, it was hard to do it.
2! Just a 2 count there.
Sledge was showing that ring awareness when O'Shea tried that close to the ropes. He had something to grab hold to, but once I saw him grabbing in the middle of the ring, there was nothing for Sledge to grab onto, so all he could do was go along for the ride.
I can do better than that. You gotta do better than that.
Oh, wow.
I gotta do better than that. Yeah.
These two are trash talking O'Shea, driving Sledge into the mat. Just rolling him over here. As O'Shea looking to the ropes here, and he sees Sledge's carcass in the middle of the ring.
Yep.
He's looking at the corner.
Conditioners coming into play. He looks like he's going up to the top rope, but my thing is how long will it take him to get to the top, and will it pay off once he gets there?
Second rope on the outside. O'Shea going all the way to the top.
Too much time.
And the mind games of Sledge. Letting the Hubers get the best of O'Shea, and it's Sledge in the driver's seat as O'Shea Edwards perched up on the top rope here.
It's almost like he talked him into doing that. He said, that's all you got, that's all you can do. And O'Shea was like, I could do better.
And with a personality like O'Shea's who wants that danger, who wants that violence, those demons, it was like a little devil on his shoulder now. He has to fight out of it.
And that's what makes O'Shea so dangerous. Even as a fireman, he was that fireman that was not afraid to walk into the fire because he felt like his life was not in danger. So he puts himself in dangerous situations intentionally.
And a big headbutt connects on Sledge, but Sledge hanging on with one arm at this point. O'Shea catches the right, grabs the wrist. Front face lock here.
O'Shea at a base position sitting on the turnbuckle.
Sledge with the shots to the solar plexus.
Okay, now they're more of a neutral stance. O'Shea in a bad position right now. Sledge! Wow! O'Shea was safe when he was sitting back on that turnbuckle, but as soon as he tried to pick Sledge up, he put himself in a dangerous position, and Sledge was able to overcome it. That's where you get that superplex from.
And Sledge, man, we saw that play out the way he talked O'Shea to go up to the ropes. And just followed him up, had confidence in himself, knowing that he could win in exchange up there. And then the gamble paid off there, Caprice.
And you wonder, does that have to do with listening to the voices in your head to where somebody's telling you to do something? Yeah, I'll do it, sure. You know, and
well, if he knows O'Shea's vulnerable like that, why not play on that? Why not get inside his head? Clothesline sends both men to the outside.
Wow, did you see the way O'Shea landed as well before he hit? Both of these guys are hurt.
And we are under a minute right now. Here in Baltimore, O'Shea, Edwards, and Sledge giving it all they have. Both men on the outside. We're in the early stages of a 20 count, but also keep in mind that clock is ticking on the other side, Caprice. That 15-minute time limit is ticking. So they are racing against both clocks here at the UMBC Arena to declare a victor here. And it's O'Shea up to one knee first.
12.
And it is Sledge now climbing to the apron.
14.
And O'Shea trying to keep Sledge down.
They're both just trying to get back into the ring and beat the count. They're fighting for the plan here is to, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's it.
Was that 50? Is that the
I
time?
only heard Todd up to 17.
The 15-minute time limit has expired. The official decision of this match is a time limit draw.
Wow.
This is the second time to where I've gotten lost in their match and forgot about the 5 minutes left or the 10 minutes left. And these guys are still going at each other. And you can't look and say who won this match. They're both still at even slates. What, we're going to give them a 20-minute match next
You're
time?
right. I mean, what is it going to take for these two? These two huge individuals.
I think after a while you look at each other and you say, you know what? We might make a good team,
right? I mean, we think about War Machine. That's what happened in a row.
I mean, that's where I would be at this point. But these are two different guys, and then the total opposite sides of the parlor here. So let's just see what happens. The least they can have is respect for each other. I know that much.
Shea back up to his feet first.
Ow.
So much respect, even in those guys getting up in the middle of the ring to shake each other's hands. Like that's respect right there. The effort put behind it.
You broke a rib.
Look.
I think you might have broke my jaw.
He said, "You broke my rib. You broke my jaw." See?
Lie about your rib too, then.
Yeah, well, guess what, though?
You didn't beat me, son of a bitch. Yeah, you didn't beat me. You ain't beat me. You didn't
This is
come
what I'm
close.
talking about.
I had so much more left.
Brother,
you were
come
done.
close.
This is
You were done. You were done. You were on the ground right there.
Brother, you were right there with me, dog. You ain't got nothing, man.
This
You
even
ain't
makes
got
for the
nothing for
greatest feud or the greatest set of partners. I don't know what's brewing here.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, it's a feud. It's a feud.
Put your hands on me, man.
Oh, Sledge and O'Shea going at it here. And I don't think we'll be seeing these two team anytime soon.
Yeah, go break them up, Ian. This is terrible.
No, I'm not kidding. Are you kidding me?
Well, we'll send some turkeys out.
Guys just beat the hell out of each other for 15 minutes. I ain't getting in there. And they're still fighting. And we're going to try to break this up, fans. Thanks so much for joining us.
Mess you up.
And maybe we'll be back with round number 3.
You can't beat me. You can't beat me.
You know I can.
And
You got 2 shots. You can't beat me, son. Even on my worst day, you ain't half the man that I am.
Wow.
You can't beat me, kid. You can never beat me.
Yeah? We'll see. We'll see.
And Sledge making his way out. O'Shea, and I got to say, Caprice, what a great effort by both men. It's got to be frustrating to make your debut and not have a conclusive decision.
Sledge walking away.
Two meetings.
Whoa, he didn't walk away!
Sledge wipes everybody out, and now he's on top of O'Shea.
I thought he went to the back. He went out the
I watch. I can beat you.
And we're going to try and tear these guys apart.
I watch. Any day I watch.
And Sledge is now separated, and O'Shea's just laughing.
Man, this is so much involved in here. I can almost see Sledge looking at this guy like the demons he's fought in the past.
And I want to see round 3, and I hope we get to see that soon. Thanks for joining us, fans.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I want O'Shea.
He can't beat me. He can't beat me.
That's why you're there laying there like a bitch.
He can't beat me.
Get him out of here.
He can't beat me.